I'm talking to Gen Xers. If you were born between 1965 to 1980, you are a Gen X. I am. I was born in 71. So I want to talk to all the Gen Xers. And if you're not a Gen Xer, you can go ahead and exit stage left, if you will, because we got some things that we need to talk about. As a generation, I think we fell somewhere down the line. Yeah. I think we failed. Yeah, because these generations today, they ain't built out nothing. They soft. They're real soft. I was talking to my husband the other day, and we were driving by this park, and he said, they don't make the metal slides anymore. You know the metal slides? You know the metal slides, when it's hot, your skin stick to it, and you hear your skin sizzling. Or you want somebody else to go down first and let them burn their legs first, then you go down because it's cool. Well, they don't make those no more. They say it's against regulations. So no, they won't be able. I don't even know if they would know how to use it, really. So we were talking about the different things that we used to play with when we went to the playground. That's if we had a playground, because most of the time we didn't. We had a stick in a box. And we had to create games. Not this generation. They soft. They ain't built with the stuff that we were built with. They just ain't. But then I had to think, why? I think it's our fault. I know you probably say, no, it ain't none of my fault, but I think it is. Because if you take a child to the park, like a park that we back in the day, you remember the merry-go-round. I was gonna say, I ain't seen no merry-go-round. You know why? Because they don't know how it works. I think they'll be standing up there trying to figure out how to turn the thing on. Push it! Well, what to control? How to turn it on? How to make it go? Push it! They don't know. Whole thing. Seesaw. You know seesaw. You get somebody to get on there, but you better not let them jump off because, But they don't know how it works. They don't know. Everything got to have a controller off and on switch for them. Soft padding on the playground. We had that. We have that on the playground, honey. You probably had some gravel rocks or some dirt, but that's it. And we were good. Yeah, you strap up your legs and all that. I still got scars on my knees and legs and stuff. Pencils. I'm talking about the regular pencils. Number 2 pencils, not the mechanical pencils. No, the number 2 pencil that you go to the shopping machine, and I ain't talking about the shopping that the automatic. I'm talking about one you had to stand there, get your point right. Yeah, they don't know how to use that. They don't know how to use that. I was talking to one lady at the church, and we were getting a box together to give to the teachers. And I said, well, where's the paper? And one of the ladies said, honey, they don't use paper. I said, what? I said, so what they write on? She said they have like tablets and, laptops and stuff like that the school furnished to them. I said, so they don't have no paper? She said, they ain't got books. Everything is online. No books. I said, so why they need all these expensive book bags and stuff? They ain't got nothing in it. Ain't nothing in it. They don't even do homework like we used to do. They soft. They soft. They ain't built with like the stuff that we were built on. But I think we the problem, because we want to make everything easy on them because we had it hard. But it's just so many things I don't think they know how to do. Write in cursive. They don't know how to do no signature because they can't write in cursive. They don't even know what that is. What's that? Writing in cursive. They are printing their name, but they don't know how to write in cursive. They ain't built the same way. They soft. And I hate to say that because I didn't want to think that, but they soft. They don't know how to balance a checkbook. They don't know how to count money because they don't have money. They have a debit card that we give them. So they don't know how to count money. Give them some money. Test them. Go to the store, get you some money, some change, especially some change. Went to the store one day and my stuff was, I think it was $15.02. So I had a $20 bill. So I gave the girl my 20 and the 2 cents, right? So I could get a even $5 back. Gave the girl the money. She said, ma'am, you gave me too much money. I said, was giving me the 2 cents back. Not the $20 back, the 2 cents back. She said, that's too much. I said, well, ain't it $15.02? She said, yes. I said, so that's why I'm giving you the 2 cents. She said, well, my register don't do that. They ain't built like nothing. I said, I should have asked for the manager, but you know, the managers, they don't know because they probably just as young as the other girl. So she said, no, it'll mess up the register. Baby, I just want $5. And she said that it won't add up right at the end of the night. I can't make it out. I don't give them a regular clock and ask them to tell you what time it is. No, digital clock. Regular clock. See if they will use it. I bet you can't. Oh my goodness. They don't know how to use a regular broom. They don't know how to use a regular broom. They want the one, you don't just say, you know, this day and time, everything got plugged up and you just push it along. Yeah. But let that thing die. And you tell them go in there and sweep up that kitchen and see what happens. They ain't gonna know what to do with it. It's a mop. A regular mop that you got to wring out. Give them that. See if they can figure it out. Know how to talk on the phone no more. No. They don't talk on the phone. They text. They could be sitting right there beside each other. And they won't talk. They'll just sit there and text each other. Have mercy. What have we done? Now, it just bothers me that they so soft. Lord, I'm getting ready to have my first grandbaby soon, and I got to figure something out. Because she can't be like this. You know, because I just found out that the new generation are the Gen A, Gen Alpha. You know them sure ain't no alphas. Now, they ain't built. They ain't built like we were built. They don't know how to wash no dishes in a sink. No, they want to put everything in the dishwasher. And if they don't go in the dishwasher, it'll sit there forever. Because they don't even know how to turn the water on half of the time. My goodness. I think we did it. I think we did it. Take your kids and ask them, go to a house that have a regular refrigerator. And when you have the ice trays in the top, and ask them to go get you some ice. See what they know where to go and get it at. Because it ain't in the door. They ain't gonna know where to get that ice from. They ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know how to do it. It's just a shame. These children, they soft. But I think we did it. What we gonna do? We got to teach the next generation a little bit better. Okay, Gen X, we got to teach them a little bit better because if we don't step in, what's gonna happen with each children? What we gonna do? And they supposed to be taking care of us. Oh my goodness, what we gonna do? I'm scared.